Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's a little bit afternoon. We're running late. We've had a busy morning. Both went to spin. It's springtime decided to show up about an hour ago, so we're going to keep it really simple today. Plus, I went to the store. I found these. These may be the most beautiful scallops I've ever seen. So, thanks to the weather and the fact that it's beautiful outside and it's sunny and about 80 and it's going to be that way all day, I figured let's go really, and we both worked out, and we have Patrick's birthday this weekend, which means we're going to be forced to go to hibachi and eat hibachi food. So it's probably best to keep it really light and fresh and simple today. So as you're tuning in, it's going to be a quick one because those scallops are going to cook really, really simply. But I also wanted to make a pretty plate because it is springtime. So we're going to start with a little raw. The dogs are outside barking at the animals, so ignore the background noise. We're going to make a little raw zucchini salad. So this is just a regular organic zucchini. Picked it up at the natural market. And this is a mandolin. If you don't have a mandolin, they also make V slicers. I'll move the olive oil out of the way. You can do this with a vegetable peeler, but it won't come out as thin. If you're really good with a knife, you can get it. You can do this too. But I want this zucchini to be. I'll show you how thin. The trick with a mandolin is to not take your fingers off. But I want it that thin, so you can see my finger go behind it. It's like paper, and we're gonna make it.
Can you show us from the other direction?
The other which direction?
So we can see how thin it is.
Oh, yes. I can. Hold on. I gotta fish another one out. See how thin it is? It's like
There you go.
like a dime. So we can make a little sunburst on our plate. There go the dogs. They're gonna bark out the front door now.
They are going to bark out the front door.
4. Oops, I missed that one. 5, 6. So with a mandolin, this goes really quick. If I tried to do this with a knife, it would take me all afternoon, and I might cut my finger. They make guards for these so that you don't cut your finger off. I lost mine a long time ago. The trick is, when you get close to the end, just stop. Don't be a hero. I have another zucchini if I need it. So there's a little pile of zucchinis. Very pretty.
They're cute.
They're cute, and they're so thin you can eat them raw. They're like, these little dimes. So we're just gonna overlap them on a plate. That one's a half. I'll save that for later. These are gonna be the base of our little lunch plates. It's gonna look like spring. We're making a little zucchini flour. These are too long. See, that's a nice thing about being in the kitchen by yourself. You can just kind of figure it out as you go along. So a little zucchini flour. Put some more petals on the outside, right? So here's a plate for me. Make a little plate for Jennifer, the camera woman.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You taught hard today, I'm sure. So
You were there.
I know, you deserve a nice lunch. Southbury people, Jen's spin class is going on Sunday mornings, is going down to
Saturday morning.
Or Saturday morning is going down to human time. It's only going to be an hour instead of an hour and a half. So for all you slackers out there who don't want to go for an hour and a half, starting next week you have no excuse to be in the spin room at 7 o'clock.
It's at 7:30 now.
Or 7:30, and which gives you plenty of time to go to Manipura and go to yoga afterwards. So there we go. We got our little zucchini salad, and we're gonna get those marinating. So this is just a little olive oil, probably a lot of olive oil, but that's okay because we're gonna put more stuff on top. Olive oil. Everything today is gonna be like olive oil, salt, and pepper. That's all you need. This is gonna be like unadulterated meal. Pepper. Just let that sit. And this is a Meyer lemon. So the reason I bought Meyer lemons, I'll tell you about in a second. They have a little seeds, so I'm just going to squeeze it through my finger so I don't get seeds. Just a little lemon juice on top, like that. We'll just let that sit and marinate while we get everything else going. I'm going to do the scallops. I'm going to start scallops now. So scallops. It's a hot pan. This is olive oil. The other reason I'm doing scallops today is because of Jen's Facebook post the other day about my pesto. So We're going to finish these with a little pesto. All right, so that's just olive oil. That's a pretty, like, medium pan. The worst possible thing you could do with a scallop is to either, I believe, over adulterate it or overcook it. These are like the purest thing coming out of the sea. It's just the big muscle in a scallop shell that holds it together, right? They can actually swim through the water. So this is just salt and pepper. It's all you really need. You don't need anything else. Don't have to go crazy. And these are so big and beautiful. They won't take long. They'll only take a couple minutes aside. The second worst, so first worst thing, over adulterated. Don't fry these. Don't put them in breading. Stick them in oil. Oh my gosh, it's like a sin against humanity. Simple salt and pepper, olive oil. We're going to finish it with a little white wine and then that pesto. And the second thing is don't overcook them. They really can go gently, so there's a little sear and turn it up a little bit. A big pan. I don't want to overcrowd them. I want to give them space. I want to give them just a little crust on both sides. It's right there. These are wild caught. They're dry, right? So they haven't been pumped full of fluid and extra water, and they're just going to go. So they're going to go like that. We've got our little zucchinis. We got yummy little heirloom tomatoes. Like, this is a prelude to summer, right? In the summer, all of this comes out of the garden. Not the scallops, but the zucchini comes out of the garden. The tomatoes come out of the garden. Get fresh produce everywhere down the street. From down the street to the backyard. So we're just gonna do.
Backyard is the best in the summer.
Backyard's the best. I mean, little cherry tomatoes. Last year we planted how many tomato plants?
A lot, and they all went crazy.
20 because we overbought.
Well, that was our summer snack. Pick one off the vine and salt it up with a little olive oil, and yummy.
And that's all it takes.
Look how pretty those are.
They are. It's like artwork. If Sammy was here, he would be doodling. So we'll put some tomatoes around on our usually little plates. All right. Yep. Everybody gets a green one. A couple of red ones. A couple of orange and yellow ones. David Mazzetti, you should be here having lunch with us. This would be great fuel for your 5K on Sunday.
Big race tomorrow.
Some tomatoes. All right. So we got tomatoes on plates.
That's a lot of lemons. Are you going to use all those lemons?
I'm going to use most of those lemons. So those are, how long is it? A minute or so?
About a minute.
They're just fine. They need another minute. So this is just, again, at the market, locally grown, organic arugula. Arugula is one of our favorite springtime crunchy vegetables. This is just.
You got to grow some.
We got to grow some.
Yeah.
We're not good with growing the leafy greens. We get a lot of critters in the backyard, and our leafy greens turn to non-leafy stumps after a while.
Lots of holes in them.
Yes, lots of holes. So this
super
is
thin on the onion too.
Super thin on the onion, so you can see through it. I don't need a lot.
Okay.
Right, so this salad is inspired by a trip to Italy that I took with my mom and dad and Marie and Teresa years and years and years ago. I was a freshman in college, so do the math. It was the summer of '88. And I was shocked because we had the salad, I think it was in Rome on our way out of town, and the waiter just came over with a bowl of greens, there goes dogs again, and just simple lemons, like right off the lemon tree that grew outside the restaurant.
Yep.
And olive oil and salt, and that was it. And these are Meyer lemons, so they're going to be a little sweet.
What's the difference? What's a Meyer lemon?
A Meyer lemon is, ask my dad, he lives in Florida. Grown down in Florida, it's a little sweeter, a little less tart. Really, really juicy. Delicious. These are little organic Meyer lemons. I got a lemon seed in there that you don't want to eat. Hold on. I'm going to push them out with my fingers. So lemon. I know last week I said, put the dressing on the bottom. This week I'm putting the dressing on the top. All right, come over to the scallops because it's time to flip, right?
How long each side on the scallop?
That was about 2 minutes.
Two to three.
But they're just going to get firm. They're going to be like medium rare, right?
Yeah.
You can do these in butter too. Like I said,
Olive oil's better.
olive oil is better with being healthy. Gonna leave those alone and run, finish the run. Okay. So back to here. So lemon, glug of olive oil.
Okay.
With my finger. Wipe it off.
Those pretty tomatoes. I'm gonna eat one.
Salt. Eat one. Go ahead.
Okay, which
A
one am
little
I
bit of
gonna
salt.
eat? I'll take that one.
Pepper.
That pepper grinder that drives me completely
Pepper
insane.
grinder that drives you nuts, but I
This
love
thing.
it.
It's
Right,
so
and then-
top heavy, it falls over on the counter.
I didn't whisk my dressing together. I don't care today. I want it to stay nice and light. All right, just tossing it through. Probably too much dressing on. I mean,
Hi, Katie Manager.
usually I would, like if I was using regular lemons, I would have to cheat it and take some like Splenda, like a little
Splenda?
stevia, sorry. Splenda, yeah,
we
we're
don't use,
Splenda.
we don't use those artificial sweeteners in this house.
I meant stevia, a little liquid stevia, and drizzle it in just to give it a little sweet.
Yeah.
But this is, the Meyer lemons are so sweet.
Or a little honey.
Or a little honey. The Meyer lemons are so sweet.
I think honey's better than
Here, try,
Splenda.
take a bite of that.
Can I try some? Okay.
Take
There we
the
go.
last bit and tell me if that isn't the most delicious thing you've ever had.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm like distracted, so the camera's going on the plate.
So our salads are going. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna do a little surprise for you because I know you love this. So I was at the store and they had this is sheep's milk feta.
Yummy.
I know. People
New
love it.
Morning. So I'm like cow milk sensitive. So New Morning, which is our little store down the road in Woodbury, has the best sheep's milk feta and ricotta and all kinds of yummy cheese.
So that's a little treat for teaching such a great class today.
Yum. We burned it off already.
We did burn it off. All right. These scallops are still going. Look, they're just firming up, right? They're still.
So what should they feel like when they're done?
They should feel just like this. They're. All right. Take your finger, like everybody knows with the finger. If you make a hard fist, that's well done. If you just make a regular fist, that's like rare. These are like just medium rare. I mean, they're like just, you can see they puffed a little bit.
Yeah.
If I pulled it up on the side, you would see that there's
Teeny
like teeny bit of opaque still there. So that's just about perfect. We're gonna pull these off. I'm gonna wipe this plate down.
And we got the pesto.
And we have the pesto. So we're just gonna
People
pull these
who are
out.
friends with me saw me post that jar of pesto, trying to figure out what the heck to do with it the other day.
Yes, Ken Carlson, I need pot holders or tongs. Right?
Every time.
Every time. So there, we're just gonna leave those on the side. They're the heat from these, they'll still keep
They'll keep cooking for a little bit, right?
For a minute.
Okay.
But you've got all that brown stuff. That's all the protein coming out, the fond, if you will.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna do anything good with that?
yeah, we're gonna drink it.
No.
It's Friday. I don't need to read that part. Hold on. I've
Wine.
only opened like 7,000 bottles of wine in my life, and I can't figure it out today. So, it's just a little wine from the fridge downstairs. It's a little Pinot Grigio. I don't know if it's any good.
Doesn't really matter.